So what happens when we avoid it? It means we haven't processed that feeling. It means the chemical is kept in the body, and without processing it, the chemical will be stored like a content in a container of this biology, and that can last up to 9 years, and that's a lot of time. So most people, whenever they re-experience a similar thing, the similar fear will always arise from within. And why is that? It's because the fear hasn't been resolved in the first place. So what if we can process that feeling and resolve that fear? It means that the content in the container of this biology will be eliminated, will be erased, will be dissolved. And that is what we meant by processing it. So let's talk about how do we process it. So one of the easiest way in my 20 years of doing this with my clients, one of the easiest ways is really using your breath. Using your breath as a mean, as a chi, as a flow of energy to dissolve this fear. So first of all, before we process it, we talk about really experiencing it. It means you allow yourself to feel the fear. So you can find a place to sit quietly and allowing that feeling to actually emerge from within. And that feelings, if you don't avoid it, you just sit still, you will feel your body start shaking, you will feel very unsettled, you will feel very uncomfortable. That would be the first step. Remember, it's only meant to last for 90 seconds, okay? And once you are able to sit still and process and allow yourself to be there and face it, it will allows you to move to the second step to allow yourself to process it. So when I say processing it using your breath, it means that you just allowing that breathing rhythm, the flow, the pace of your breath, the intention together with your breathing to breathe out that fear. It is very simple, but very, very effective and very powerful. We have done this with more than 10,000 clients that we work with. And that is very, very effective when it comes to deal with any sort of emotion, especially fear. So when that fear rises, sit with it, feel it through, allow this all the symptoms to run through your body, but only for a while. Once you start breathing and allowing your intention to breathe it out, you will just close your eyes and feel that. Some of you may see like smoke leaving your body. Some of you may see like dark energy leaving yourself. Whatever that is to you that makes it relatable to you, to combine with your intention to allow your breath to carry that fear out of your body. And if you're just breathing that for like a minute or two, it's very, very effective and very obvious for you to start feeling you start calming down. Because even doctors do that. When a person has panic attack, what do? The best approach a lot of time is really focus on your breathing. And by slowing down the pace of your breathing, it actually regulates your nervous systems. And that will help you tremendously. Personally, I do that a lot of time, regardless of whatever that fear can be. By doing that, you are focusing not on what triggers the fear, but you're focusing on the chemical reaction in the body, and by dissolving that fear, you allow yourself to contain more light inside you. You allow yourself to eliminate those darkness, those heavy consciousness, or those negative mindset leaving your body. We are not tackling this emotion through the perspective of mindset. We are tackling this through the perspective of chemical reactions. So using breath as a flow of chi, it will actually helps you very differently. Why don't you just try it out for yourself to see how can it actually help you? So let me repeat this one more time. When you face any forms of fear, first of all, allow yourself to experience it. And that's one of the toughest, even for the first step. Because most people are already conditioned so deeply to avoid it, to run away, to not face it, because we all most of us deem it as a weakness to experience emotions in a very vulnerable way. But that is one of the most effective methods to actually face yourself, face your life, and not run away from it. And by doing that, you allow your body cells to unlock those memories and unlock those chemical reactions so that it comes and go. Because emotions are meant to come and go. They are not meant to stay in your body unless you suppress it or you avoid confronting it. So by doing that as a first step, that would be crucial. Then the second step is really about processing it through your breath. So breathing in and breathing out. By doing that very slowly, it helps regulate your nervous systems. It makes it much more effective for you to calm down. And by the time, when do you know when to stop? Very easy. Just breathe until the point that you feel is sufficient, that you have kind of calmed down to the extent that you feel is comfortable. So what happens when you do that to that level? When you rethink the possible fear or the incident that triggered that fear, you will start to realize that fear, the same amount of fear, is no longer there. The intensity should have drastically reduced. If you practice this for a sustained period of time, what is going to happen is you're starting to build a form of resilience, a form of muscle memory inside your body to be able to handle emotions of fear whenever it arises. And when it comes to that extent, it means you start to master your own emotion, you start to master yourself, you start to master your life. And to me, that is a journey of practice. And you can always start small, start baby step, and that will help you to reach to a day that you will be free. I won't say to be free from all emotions, but I would say that you'll be free from being controlled by your emotion. You'll be free from being enslaved by your emotion, because that's what most people are doing unconsciously. Not that they want to be controlled by their feeling, but just that we haven't been educated well enough. What is emotions, how to deal with that, how to process that. But once you do that, you will start to realize that actually all emotions, not just fear, any other emotions like anger, like sadness, like grief, all of this, they are just chemical reactions running in the body. At first, it may feel like so ridiculous to think of it that way, but trust me, you just need to try it for yourself, and I guarantee you will start to have a different shift of this perspective about what emotion is about, and you are always in control. You can create your life.